Welcome again to the final segment of the news. My name is Daki. You can spell it as Darki, and then you know it's double E. Quick one. Let's go straight to what the news. But then before the news, I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And from Gusto to Africa to you guys, it's the weekend. Please go out and have fun. Like I can't say it enough. Go and have fun. That money you have saved, spend it. Break that polo. Just make sure you have fun. Go to the cinemas, go to the club, go to the beach, meet a friend, say hi to somebody, network. Just make sure you're a better person before Monday. Basically, add something. Make sure there's a plus to your life before Monday because you deserve all of that and more. Basically, you can now stream us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come through. We are waiting for you in the spaces. Also, I will implore you guys to please put on your notification button so you'll be the first person to know whenever we make a video or a content. In case you're confused, there's this bell around this post. There's a bell around it. Just click that bell. It's going to change color. Then you've already put it on. The news is buzzing. Finally, we saw Kitaife coming through with the song Baby Piano. Coming after he has apologized and said he was not going to post it, but apparently he has done that. The figures are very poor at the moment, but then Nigerians, Danerega and others have something to say about the song he just released. At the same time, we saw Portable lying critically ill at the hospital where he's really at the time fighting for his life and for reasons best yet to be explained, basically, because it's still all shady. We're hearing a report of the police coming out to say don't investigate the matter. There's a case of somebody saying that is not the case. People said he stole, people said he did not steal. A lot of shady deals up and down, but we cannot wait to get the full details as to what really happened. What we are sure of is the fact that 3.5 million naira was paid. That was a constant. Portable was called for a collaboration. That was a constant. He made the song. That was a constant. And there was a fight. That's a constant. But in between all of these conversations, the old shady thingy, we are not really sure about what happened at the time because both parties are still denying that they laid their hands or talking about physical assault on the other person. But then let us see what the news look like. We'll begin with Davido. We saw Davido coming out a tweet today where he said, "We know they do it will grow on you for years." So basically, in his zone, he's saying, "We don't make music and tell you it will grow on you. You're going to like it the first time you listen to it. It doesn't need to grow on you." From Davido's perspective, he said, "All our song in this space instantly becomes a big jam on first listening. And trust me, bit by bit, that song is becoming a sensation as we speak." And moving on, we saw TJ Murray, the guy who shot the video, came out to say, funny how they've not been an official statement that he shot the video, but then all indications are pointing that this is TJ Murray. We saw where he came out to say, 12 visuals looks happy AF. If you know, you know. And then he's coming out to give compliment that the video looks so happy. And at this point, our longer truth is out because we want to see what the video really look like. We've seen snippets of Kiss and Davido together, but indeed we want to see what the video in entirety look like. Moving on, we're seeing accolade from celebrities coming out to share their thoughts on what the song looked like, talking about Toto remix with Chris Daniel and Davido. Johnny Joe came out to say, "Not gonna lie, this is infectious. The writing on this is just perfect for it. Love how each line complements the next." Coming from music guru Johnny Drew. Coming from Miyanya, talking about Davido's friend, one person who has featured both artists, Kistani and Davido, on a song like that. And then we saw where he came out to hear his thoughts. And then he's saying, "He's gone." Coming from Miyanya towards the song Twitter Remix with Kistani and Davido. Popular porn star on the first also had his own thought to say, and this was like a correction note because earlier today we saw a lot of people coming out to say Davido used a very wacky line when he used "your body they go keke na pepe," but apparently that was not the line Davido used. As a matter of context, we saw where Donny Fesky made a tweet and corrected the nation where he said, "Fit make a man go take a nap, pepe." So basically, Davido was insinuating that the girl was talking about a body can make you go take a nap. And so not in context of what we are saying, take keke na pepe. Yeah, so that's a very good correction for the first kid. And so just so you know, you could check on Apple Music. He actually meant a body can make a man go take a nap. If we put it together, take a nap. You want to say keke nap. I think it's two is, but apparently that's the correct version of what the song looked like. Moving on, we saw Davido for the Grammys, United Master, they are gearing up for African historic concerts at the at this year Grammy weekend, and then we have people like Davido, Uncle Rafus, Tokisha, and others are going to be performing live at the United Masters Grammy weekend concert in LA on February the 2nd, 2024. Still on Davido, we saw Davido is set to also storm Lagos again with the one they called a night with the generals, and then we're seeing on the 11th of February, Davido is set to be in Lagos at a hotel for the night with generals. It's going to be landing this one, and then we have ticket as going for 7 million for premium table, 5 million for gold table, 3 million for silver table, 25K for regular, and then 100K for VIP. Gone are those days when we have regulars for 5,000 and 3,000. But basically, we have regulars for 25,000 as we speak. Moving away from Davido, we have Portable or Molalomi. And the case is getting dicey because we saw a publication or an article that Portable Department are coming to counterclaim that all they've said against him is not true. And then in the claim, Portable said, the unlawful theft of properties of Portable iPhone 15 Pro Max, the management of Zen Nation strongly condemns the assault, humiliation, and betrayal of its artists by E-Square during their collaboration video shoots. The management of Zen Nation is compelled to bring to public notice the shocking incident that unfolded during a video shoot between its artist Portable and E-Square along with their management and associates. To set the record straight, on the 22nd day of May 2023, Portable management received a request from Miss Miriam, a representative of E-Square, asking for a collaboration featuring our two artists. After intensive negotiation and discussion of terms, both parties agreed on 2.5 million naira at the time that this was talking about May 2023. That's about almost a year now. And both parties agreed on 2.5 million, and the agreed sum was paid in two tranches: 1.5 million for the audio production and 1 million for the video shoots. Contrary to the agreed terms, after our artists delivered the audio production, E-Square and their management went cold on the project and never came through with this scheduled for the video shoot all through the better half of last year. However, some days ago, E-Square management suddenly reached out to express their readiness for the video shoot. Despite the inconveniences of the sudden dates, after a brief management discussion and review, both parties agreed to the additional sum of 1 million naira to cover portable expenses from Ogun State to Ajah, and same was paid without any issue because we made the E-Square management to understand what the substantial part of the payment for logistics will go to the regular street boys, so that the video shoot can go on uninterrupted because an artist of Portable status has massive street fan base. Surprisingly, after the video shoot, E-Square and the management ushered Portable into a room which he innocently thought it was meant for him to rest after the performance. There and then, they subjected him to vicious beating, torture, and ruthless assault So basically, it was a whole back and forth from Portable and the team, and they continued saying while demanding for the refund of the payment for logistics. After a while, they stopped beating him and stepped out of the room to hold a brief discussion. Quickly, Portable managed to reach out to his manager for rescue, and when they discovered he made a call, they seized his phone and took him hostage. Regrettably, when they sighted his manager and with our security details driving down, both E-Square and their management and associates fled the scene, leaving the already battered Portable in a state of terrible distress. Following this alarming incident, Portable and his manager promptly reported the assault, occasioning bodily harm and siege of his iPhone 15 Pro Max to the nearest police station. Portable management, deeply concerned for his well-being, thereafter arranged for his medical examinations and treatment at a nearby hospital. Without prejudice to the ongoing investigation by the police and pending when his team of lawyers who have been fully briefed will negotiate any further legal action in respect of this matter, we believe it is imperative to release the statement to prevent any online misinformation. This shocking incident has not only violated the trust placed by artists and the management on E-Square, which has now endangered the personal safety of Portable, it has also now discouraged our management from accepting future collaboration from promising artists. In the strongest terms, we condemn this notorious action and will cooperate fully with the Nigerian police force and its legal team in ensuring that justice is served. While we painstakingly go through this phase, we kindly request that the media and the public respect our artists' right to privacy at this time in all of this. As a management, we want to appeal to its fans and supporters to maintain extreme restraint while we painfully take all the necessary steps within the ambit of the law in addressing this irresponsible and unfortunate betrayal. Yours in service, business. This is from Bumi, that's Portable Business Manager. While that is going on, we saw the Grandmaster himself, Portable, coming out with a post on Instagram where he said, "Now only the dead will not they find justice for. Evidence day, but no one do as if they see it. May our weak points not be used for our downfall. God won't fail us." Coming from Portable. We saw Portable pictures lying in serious pain at the hospital without a shirt, and then we saw the injury caused to his legs and all of that. And at this point, we all just hope he is all right at the time. Thankfully, we saw excess van, and one person who has always been vocal about the whole Portable situation. He came out again to spill truth about what really happened. Then he's saying, on the contrary, Portable was really not to be blamed because Portable did not lay a finger on anybody. Let's Van said he was the one who stood in between this guy, the folks from the management team, and Portable, because if he was not there, they might have just done something bad to Portable. And then he's saying, in all of what he witnessed, Portable did not lay a finger on anybody. He was the one being beaten, and he's just calling that the police force should be careful when handling this situation. Away from Portable and the shenanigans and problems coming towards Portable at the time. As a matter of fact, the whole Portable team is going through a lot of problems. Portable, Salo, DJ Chicken, everybody in that team is going through a phase. They're just going through one phase or the other, and it could just be a notion to just explain that just live a peaceful life. Trust me, if not, a day of doom is coming. Moving on from Portable, we have Chike as the next guy. We saw the turntable charts presenting Chike with a plaque for reaching number one with the song with Mobad's Egu. And like I always say, it's so sad that Mobad is not here to also pick up his plaque on this one. We pray his soul continues to find peace. And at the same time, we also pray that the family can have peace within themselves so that finally they can make a resolvement and finally lay Mobad to rest. Away from that, we have Ketaifi as the next guy. Like I said, you saw where he finally released the song Baby Piano, of which has been gaining conversation everywhere. People are saying the song is mid, is useless. There should have not been a need for this song to be out. But apparently, Keita needs all of this conversation because it's PR for him, and he actually loves this kind of PR. But then we saw music enthusiasts coming out to give his thoughts, talking about Danny Rega, and he came out to say, Ketaife new sampled song with Baby Piano is 0.5 over 10 for actual music, but a close 4 over 10 for nursery or kindergarten rhymes. The track is probably inspired by his newborn baby, a gift from father to child. Nonetheless, he should have replaced the state and capital chorus with better childhood songs like Jangalova, Epomoto, or Rain Rain Go Away. This would have blended perfectly with the Sanda Lily, Sanda Lily, so children can sing it during break time or playtime. Once again, if he remains one of the aspiring artists with absolutely no originality and pen game. Best stream with free Wi-Fi to avoid being disappointed. No shit coming from Danrega. I kind of feel at this point here, after reading this write-up, you must give it to him that he's a smart person. You know, conning words like this just show that you articulated, you're smart, but then he also likes to throw shit. But at the same time, he's a very reasonable shit because the song with Kita, a lot of people are calling that song out saying it should have been a song never to have left the studio. Moving on, we saw making the news, making the rounds everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. This news is making the round. Is the one that Kaid, one of Nigerian fast-growing singer, apparently bought a vehicle worth over 120 million naira for his boss, Sydney Talker. A Lexus car has been said to have been bought for Sydney on his birthday, and the car was worth about 120 million naira, of which Kaid was the one who purchased it for Sydney on his birthday. Though this has been done, but then Nigerians are finding this hard to believe, saying this could just be a case of Sydney buying a car for himself, presenting it to be bought. by Kaid. At the same time, the question still remains: is this car really worth 120 million naira? People are saying the car is actually just 20 something million naira, or at best 30 something million naira. But then the team are saying they got this one for over 100 million naira. Who are we going to believe? Moving on, we saw Shady Vibes coming out to give. He was in the UK, and then he explains, give out the advice Burna Boy gave to him at the time. And then he said, Burna Boy always tell him, Shady Vibes, don't complain. Don't complain. Don't show sign of weakness. And then he said he always work with that. Burna Boy always tell him, don't complain, don't complain, don't complain, don't show sign of weakness, don't let them see you weak, you're strong, just be yourself, don't complain, show results, don't complain, show results. And then he have said, so far, he has been living by that. And you can tell he has been doing that up with the whole saga of Salo, DJ Chicken. This guy has not come out to make a comment over anybody. Last time he made a comment was with Zino Liski, and he has stopped that. He has stopped complaining. He has just been giving results upon results. So far, his album Naam Siaga is still sitting pretty on number 2 of the Nigerian Apple Music Top Album chart. And then for the turntable chart, Sheyi Vibe is still doing massive numbers. Obviously, Burna Boy advice is really getting to him, and results are being showing forth. Moving on, we saw Skales coming out with a new snippet of a song, and a song that really sits well with Olamide. And then he has started to say that he wants Olamide on this song, but then he has a question to his fans saying, please tag who you want to hear on this song. We saw Timi Dakolo coming out to give clarity on general assumptions that Nigerian has on him. And then he's saying Nigerians believe he is a gospel artist. And then he's saying, no, that's not true. He is an artist, not a gospel artist. And then he further asked Dotun saying, do you have a gospel doctor? Do you have a gospel architect? Do you have a gospel engineer? But then they go to church, but they are not tagged gospel doctors or gospel this or gospel that. So why are artists being called gospel artists? He's saying he's an artist, and then he can do whatever he want to do. He could do gospel song because it is his father's song. He could also do wedding song, could do love song, but it is not really cool to put him in a box when it comes to music, because he's versatile and he says he can do any type of sound he wants to do. Finally, we saw Victor Osimhen finally being interviewed, and he was asked a very sensitive question where he was asked, and he said, on the street of Lagos, who do you think we get recognized more, you or Burna Boy? And then Osimhen laughed about this and said, apparently he dodged the question, but then he answered smartly. He said him and Burna Boy have done so well for themselves, and he also gave kudos to the fans because the fans have made them who they are at the time, and it was not going to give response to who they will recognize more on the street, but rather it will talk about how the fans have made them become who they are, their love, the support. And he also came out to say that criticism too is also one of those thingy that made them become who they are in life. And that's a very smart way of answering questions like this. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very next one.